Return to this fifth video on natural moral law. We ask ourselves the question, well, what is it that we are made for? Now, this is really the heart and the nub of Aquinas' natural moral law, because this is really where we get to ask the question, well, what is our nature? And our nature is to live in fellowship with God. That's really what we have been created for. That's, our purpose, our telos. Now, the question of, well, what does that mean? How do we kind of follow through with that? Well, we need to kind of take a jump back over to Aristotle again, because Aquinas, like Aristotle, recognizes that, there's something very specific about being human, and, following from saying that our ultimate purpose is to live in fellowship with God, he also says that our nature as humans, as opposed to animals, is to reason and to obey reason. Now, reason supports the idea that our nature is to live in fellowship with God. So these two things are not incompatible, but they're mutually complementary. Now, okay, so we're to live in fellowship with God, we're to reason and to obey reason. Now, reason tells us that fundamentally what we are to do, therefore, is to do good and to avoid evil. Now, that's fine, that's good, except what does that mean? Well, in order to unpack this kind of precept, this kind of basic rule that fundamentally defines what we should be doing, Aquinas offers the 5 primary precepts. These are fundamental rules that define both our nature and what we should do. These 5 primary precepts are: firstly, self-preservation and protection of the innocent; secondly, reproduction of the species; thirdly, to educate the young; fourthly, to live in society; and fifthly, to worship God. Now, as we'll see in the next video, if we live according to those 5 primary precepts, then we will be doing good and avoiding evil, and then we will be living in accordance with our nature, to live in fellowship with God.